You did that too early.
Did I?
Now do it.
Blah.
There we go. Hello out there.
Hello out there in YouTube land. We are, wow, there's comments and stuff.
Yeah.
We were playing around. Of course, we had some technical difficulties. Not too bad today.
Before the computer dies, I should probably plug it in.
Yes, we should avoid technical difficulties that we understand how to avoid.
Right, like plugging in power.
Exactly. Which I'm not plugged in either, but I've got a lot of juice, and I can plug in if need be. And if mine goes out, then the whole world doesn't crash and burn. It doesn't really crash and burn if yours goes out, but the stream kind of does. Anyway, we're going to start a podcast because it'll be a real podcast tonight in about 12 minutes. So until then, we'll talk to all you fine folk. Hello, Meg.
Are you at the top?
I think so. Meg was the first one in here saying hello, and right after that, Fintastic Cruising saying Bon Beanie.
Wow. Hello, Meg, and hello, Fintastic Cruising.
And then we've got Paul.
Are you going to click on him?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to.
No, I forget I can do that. I'm looking at it like...
You have the power.
I'm like, look, I'm pointing, can you not? Anyway. And Paul says, hello, gorgeous Miss Meg. And we got Stacy in the house. Hey, Matt and Kimbra. See how I did that? Switch that around there.
I did. We need to talk to Stacy and Gina about their cruises.
Yes, we do. They're back to back to back to back to back to back. Well, just a back to back. But anyway, welcome back to back. I feel like I'm too far over this way. Do I keep going off the screen here?
No, you don't.
No? Okay. Okay, we got Ed Roddy in the house. Let's get this show on the road. You got snow on your roads up there in Illinois? Illinois? Do you say Illinois or Illinois? It's Illinois, right?
Yeah, nobody puts an S at the end of it.
Some people do, Kimbra. I'm not saying they're right. I'm just saying, so just like some people call it Missouri. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah. All right. Let's see. Who are people saying hello, 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 hello. So it's really just 4 people in here.
It says
Gina.
It says 10 people are watching.
Right, but in the chat, it was like a really long chat, but it's everybody saying hello to everybody else.
Got it.
So I felt more loved than I should have.
Aww.
I'm just kidding.
My love's not enough for you.
Your love is more than enough for me.
Hi, Gina.
Hello, Gina. Hello, Gina. Hello, Todd.
Hi, 3D printing buddy.
All right. So how's everybody doing tonight? We are doing good. It's a Friday night. You
have way more energy than I do.
Well, perk up. Buck up, little camper.
It's been a really long, rough day / week. Today's just been real rough, but it just ended the week.
But tomorrow we're going to Iguanaland.
Yes. Iguanaland.
That's why I'm wearing the shirt. Iguanaland. Iguana.
I think I need to wash my gecko shirt so I can wear my gecko shirt tomorrow.
You should.
But I wore it to work out on Monday, so I need to wash it.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're excited about that, and we're excited about tonight because with tonight's podcast, we are going to. It's kind of geared towards our group cruise because we are going to go through the Carnival Pride, and we're very excited to be on that ship. And so we're gonna go from the head to the toe of the ship, and we're gonna look at all the bits and bobs and the stuff, the accoutrements of the ship, and talk about that. So if you're on this group cruise with us, or if you are gonna sail on the Carnival Pride or kind of any of the Spirit class ships, then this could be of benefit to you. We did link a really good ship tour video by Pero DJ, and it's in the show notes. And I would encourage you guys to watch it. I think it's about 12 minutes long, 13 minutes long, something like that. Anyway, it's most of you probably know who Pero DJ is, and they're going to be on our group cruise, which we're very excited about.
Right now they're clogging.
Right now they're clogging. Yes, I sent them. I was trying to get their shirt sizes today, and I said, hope you're enjoying the vlogger cruise, and then it spell checked corrected it to clogger cruise. So it's either a dancing with clogs or it's a plumber thing. I don't know. Anyway, their video tour of the Carnival Pride, very good, because obviously they're very good at doing those videos and entertaining folks. So I encourage you guys to watch that for an actual video tour, but we're going to talk about stuff tonight, and we will try and keep an eye on the chat as best we can. So if you do have questions along the way, don't raise your hand because I won't be able to see you, but let us know in the chat, and we'll try, and if we don't answer your question, then ask it again or something like that.
Right. Hi, Tony. Welcome.
Hello, Tony.
Oh.
Stacy says we are back with the cruise crud. Oh no COVID, just colds. Well, I'm glad you don't have the COVID, but the COVID.
Really, Matt?
I sound like one of those people. I'm glad you don't have COVID, but yeah, that sucks. I mean, you go to any convention, cruise, any gathering of large people. Let me say that again. Any large gathering of people.
Gathering of large people.
The size of the people doesn't matter, and you are going to increase your odds of getting.
Definitely doesn't matter. Just think about how sick you get sometimes after you're with small people.
I know, well, yeah, right?
Meaning children.
Yes, children. That's valid. Small people will get you sick real fast.
The first 5 hours of my workday with children.
Great. Mr. Todd Blount says we have been on Mardi Gras, but have not had a real carnival experience. So is that the only carnival ship you've been on, Todd?
I mean, I would say the Mardi Gras is a carnival experience.
Yeah, but I think maybe I'm going to guess what you mean by that, Todd, is that Mardi Gras is sort of a different league of carnival ship. I don't know, but I will say, I've said this before, I will say that one of the things I love about Carnival is that no matter whether I'm on the Mardi Gras or the Paradise, I know I'm on a Carnival ship, and I like that I'm on a Carnival ship. Some people don't like that they're on a Carnival ship, and to each their own, but I do. And so but it is a bit of a different experience to be on the Mardi Gras, I would say, in some ways. And we got Mr. Kevin Counts, Bun, Beanie, and Happy Aloha Friday. I am officially on vacation. We fly to Buenos Aires on Monday and board Azamara Pursuit a week from today. That is amazing. Kevin Counts.
How many days do we have?
Here's what I want to know. Will you come on this podcast when you get back so you can talk about your Buenos Aires is in South America, right?
Wow.
Your South American adventures?
Look at that number.
36.
That's crazy.
36. That's like 12 times 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep,
6 times 6.
That's it. Todd says that's it.
Okay.
Meg is saying, I will raise my hand and type questions, but not at the same time. That's good. If you can do that, though, Meg, then that would be impressive. But nobody would know. You could tell us you're doing that.
I mean, you could type with one hand.
And nobody's going to be there to call you.
You can't see my other hand typing there.
That's right. At 36 days. I'm so excited. I will happily be a guest when we get back. Cool. Looking forward to that then. Hey, Kevin, if we forget to ask you to come on when you get back, because my memory sucks, send us a message and say, hey, didn't you want me to go on the podcast so that we remember? Because I would really love to get your take on that really cool experience. Todd says, I have heard a lot of people when we were on Mardi Gras, they say it was so different than a normal Carnival cruise, so we thought we missed something. It's different, but it's not as different from another Carnival cruise as, like, I think even a larger Royal Caribbean is from an older,
it was
smaller
definitely
Royal
a Carnival cruise.
Yeah.
There was no mistaking that it was a Carnival cruise. It was just the Mardi Gras is like kind of a different level of ship for them.
Yes. It's an
but
amazing
the cruise
ship.
itself is a Carnival cruise.
But here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Next to the XL class ships, the Mardi Gras and probably the Celebration and stuff, the Spirit class is my favorite class of ship. I do really like the Vista class ships, and I like the Carnival Breeze, which I can never remember the class
Is
of.
this my shirt or yours?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But
Sorry.
But so the reason I'm saying that is because the Carnival Pride is the favorite, as we've said, of many people who have lots of cruising experience, and so you're experiencing an older ship, but still one of the best, simply the best. And we have Crystal in the house.
Hi, Crystal.
Bon Beanie, Crystal. We got to get up early tomorrow for that board meeting. Todd says, "Okay, then I guess we need to cancel." Ha ha. Yes, ha ha ha. Todd, you can't cancel. We will hunt you down. It was just the same old thing. Yeah, but you haven't experienced the same old thing. Well, you kind of have. But anyway, it's gonna be, I don't know. I'd say that, yeah, I would say the Mardi Gras is more different than other Carnival ships.
Yeah.
Than other Carnival ships. Like the Vista class wasn't very much of a jump at all.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, Stacy says our favorite is still the Carnival Magic. And Magic is also Spirit. Is it Magic or Spirit? No, Magic is the Dream class, which is what Breeze is, right? Right, Stacy? Is that right?
Yes.
And those are cool ships. My one experience on the Breeze was a little skewed. It was a great cruise. It was a group cruise. It was a Lalita Loca Cruise Geeks group cruise, but it was like super crowded. And so I loved the cruise and all the people. The ship I enjoyed, but I didn't love it as much as I thought I would. And I think part of that's just because it was so crowded, which hopefully won't happen to us on this one because it's spring break.
It's
going to be a crowded ship. But that's okay. Like I said, it was still an amazing
that
cruise.
Class.
Yeah, it's good because it's kind of like
what is the Liberty?
It's kind of like Vista with an actual what do you call it? Promenade thing. Atrium. There you go.
Because I can't ever remember the Conquest class. That's what Liberty is.
Ah, yes. I haven't been on Conquest class.
I've been on the Liberty.
They look real weird in the back. Their aft is weird looking. They got a real like square aft, the Conquest ones, but I won't judge you by your aft. Meg says the Miracle is her favorite, so she is pumped. Yeah, she's sailed on Miracle. I toured Miracle. Very cool ship, very similar ship. Well, the Fintastic crew will bring it to a new level. That's right. You guys going on this cruise are going to make this so much fun. So much fun. I can't read tonight. We also really like the Glory and the Freedom. I have not been on the Carnival Freedom.
I've not been on either of those.
But I have been on the Carnival Glory, and I did like that ship. It didn't stand out to me, but in a good way or a bad way, it was just a good ship.
All right, Matt.
So we're going to go.
It's time. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Come with me. We're going on a Fintastic Cruise. Pick your destination with news, tips, and reviews. But here is an item you might not have thought of. All of the things under the water. Nature surrounds us with elegant features. You can't go on a cruise and not see the creatures. So let's make some magic. Let's get ecstatic. Instantly classic. Maybe romantic. The wildlife around you. Cinematic on your Fintastic Cruise.
Bon Beanie, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Fintastic Cruising. I am Matt.
And I'm Kimbra.
And we are Fintastic Cruising. And thank you guys for joining us on another podcast episode. Today, tonight, to whenever, we are going to be talking about the Carnival Pride. And that is our group cruise, going to be on that ship. And so we're going to start with the top deck, and we're going to go down to the bottom deck. We're not going to talk about every deck, because some decks, there's just staterooms, and there's no reason to just talk about staterooms.
We could
But-
talk about some staterooms.
I mean, well, we could do that, and
If
we'll
you want.
we can point out that there are staterooms there. Only,
yeah, I mean, I would
but
hope that there
yeah.
are staterooms
we can
somewhere on
state
that ship.
We can make that statement.
Okay. Do you think there's enough room for it?
I think so. Yeah. And so yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that. And while I'm talking about it, we're 36 days away at the time of this recording, which is the 3rd of February in the year of 2023.
You know what?
Wow, 2023. What in the heck?
What are we even talking about, Matt?
We are talking about the first official group cruise of Fintastic Cruising. It is going to be Fintastic March 12th through March 19th, 2023. And where are we going, Kimbra?
We're going to Grand Cayman, Mahogany Bay, Roatan, Belize, and Cozumel.
Yes, 4 great island stops, not all islands, 4 great port stops in the Western Caribbean.
And where are we leaving from, Matt?
We are leaving from beautiful downtown Tampa, right by the Florida Aquarium.
Yeah.
And other stuff. It's going to be a cool cruise from the get-go because, of course, those of you that know us know that we work at the Florida Aquarium, so we're literally right next to the cruise ships when we go to work, and we are familiar a little bit with that specific part of downtown, although we're not in downtown too often other than that. You go to musicals and sometimes we walk and stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be great. The cool thing about sailing out of Tampa.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick so I can pull this picture off.
No, that's not okay.
Okay, yeah. So there is still space on this cruise. If you're interested in booking, send us an email at fintastictravel@gmail.com.
That's
okay.
fintastictravel@gmail.com. Anyway, what's really cool about sailing out of Tampa is you sail right through Tampa Bay, which, by the way, is an average depth of 12 feet. And so they have to really dredge a canal, a channel for ships as large as a cruise ship to travel through it. And you got to go kind of slow. So it takes a bit to get to the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, which is a bridge that crosses over from St. Petersburg down to Bradenton, right at the end of Tampa Bay. And then you go under, only just barely, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. It takes about 2 hours, I think, to get there. Maybe longer. No, about 2
about 2 hours.
About 2 hours to get there. And it's a really cool experience. It's a beautiful sail. It's a great sail away sail. Why do we call it sailing? There's no sails on the ship. You could put a sail on the ship. It would do nothing. The ship has got way too much mass. So what are we doing?
Shipping? Because we're not boating. It's too big.
We're motorboating.
It's too big to be a boat, Matt.
Okay.
We're
What's that all
on
about?
a ship, so it's not a sailboat, so we're shipping. But we're not shipping. I mean, I guess they're moving people from one place to another.
Maybe sailboats are named wrong. Maybe that's
no, because they have sails.
Right, but they're sails for sailing. I don't know. I'm not that nautically knowledgeable.
How about we just call it sailing and stop arguing it?
Or just call it cruising.
Oh, we could call it cruising.
You know, but if you look up cruising like on the internet, sometimes you get Tom Cruise and nobody wants that crazy guy. Or you get like cruising in cars. Mm-hmm. And I did it and all my cruising in the 80s.
We used to, I was gonna say, there's like one road in Terre Haute where people would like just drive up and down. Mm-hmm. It was called Wabash, but we used to say like, "Oh, look at all the people cruising the Bash."
Oh wow!
Yeah, I know. That
sounds way too hip for Terre Haute.
I mean, that's what, if you weren't hanging out at Walmart, you were cruising the Bash.
I mean, we cruised Lindbergh in South County.
Yeah, that doesn't sound nearly as cool as cruising the Bash.
No, it doesn't. And it wasn't really. It was fun, I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
Meg said there's usually a $10 sale.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, those of you that are going on this sailing, you are going to get a silk screen shirt. And I'm not talking about something that you get from the internet. I'm talking about Kimbra and I are going to like legit silk screen you a shirt. We silk screen this shirt. Check that out. That's quality right there. This is much.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's much higher quality than like the Teespring. I mean, I know we sell shirts on Teespring. I shouldn't bash it, but it's much better quality than even like this Iguana Land, where it's basically the way these work is they print and kind of iron on. It's better than like the 70s iron-ons, but it's still basically an iron-on, and so you don't get as crisp of a print. Now the disadvantage is the way with our setup, we're going to stick with single color prints because we're printing a lot of shirts.
And this is not the designer color.
No, this is not.
This is just we tried it out with our logo. On the shirts that we had available to us.
And look at that. I mean, that's white. We wanted to see the white ink, and that's pretty stinking rad. That's what I would say.
And Matt messed that shirt up. That was my shirt.
Oh, that was yours?
Well, I mean, that's the shirt that you got.
Well, we're going to try and fix that. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Captain Billy J said that we're vesseling.
We're
vesseling.
Or if you're Chekhov, you're wesseling. Chekhov from Star Trek because he's Russian. Anyway.
Yeah, got it.
Anywho, so that's pretty cool. And look, I know some of you that are on here are not going to be on our group cruise, and that's okay. We still love you, but maybe, I don't know, maybe down the road we will, like, for real silkscreen shirts to sell.
Yeah.
Beyond Teespring. The Teespring shirts are fine. They just they don't, sometimes I have some that have lasted for several years in lots of washes, and I have others that I wore once and the ink comes off. And by the way, if you buy a Fintastic cruising shirt from Teespring and the ink comes off after like a few washings, please let them know, and they are pretty good about replacing that or giving you your money back. So do know that. But anyway, okay. Kevin Counts, where did you go your camouflage? Because I did that zoo.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know where that came from. I didn't read it.
So let's get on to this topic. Let's go to the Carnival Pride. I'm going to try and share my screen. Hopefully our camera won't crash on us. That was probably just a coincidence before we started.
No, we're still here.
Okay. All right. Knock on wood. So this is the Carnival Pride. It's a very small ship. It looks a lot like Starbug from Red Dwarf.
I was kind of thinking that actually.
Actually, before I do that, let me just pull.
Are you confused? Did you forget what's happening?
I want to show them something else real quick, because this is one of the most interesting things I think about the Spirit class ships. This is the funnel, okay, standard Carnival funnel, except look at this kind of glass here.
Yeah, they can't see your mouse.
But they can see my mouse. They can't see the mouse?
No, they can't see your mouse.
Oh, the mouse doesn't show up?
You're not sharing your screen. It's just an overlay.
You're right. I'm sorry. Okay, here's another one. Well, I don't need to point to it. You guys can see it.
But he's sitting here moving his mouse in front of it. See this glass here?
I bet if there's a cat watching, it could see the mouse. With their cat senses. Anyway, yeah. So kind of an interesting.
Look, he's doing it again.
Kind of an interesting look. That's just for my benefit, okay? Back off. All right. Back to Starbug. So this is basically the funnel. You just snorted. That's also called the sky deck. I don't even know if you can walk around that. I guess you can maybe walk around that area.
What is this?
This is the sky deck.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Can you? I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. Yeah, but there's nothing really up there unless you want to see the funnel, which
here, let me look at this here. What are we on?
Well, I just moved down a deck because there was nothing.
Observation area, sky deck, 12 forward.
There you go.
Open 24 hours.
There you go. So you can observe things and stuff. And then we move down to the sports deck. Now, sports deck has Carnival Waterworks on it. And there are 2 water slides on the Carnival Pride. There is a green one. And there's actually, I guess there's more if you count these little bitty ones.
Hold on. What deck are you on?
I'm on the sports deck.
The water slides do not.
It says it right here on Carnival's
Waterworks website. Is on 11.
Oh, yes.
The slides are not.
The slides are. Where do you get to the slides?
On 10.
What?
Maybe they end on 10.
I think they end on 10.
I don't know. It tells me the names of them
Well, they
on
don't
10.
know. They don't know. Look,
It's literally from Carnival's website.
Look, it's so is this. Anyway, there's water slides. Okay, people. Now there are two. One is a kind of standard water slide, I believe, and the other one is this green one that Kimbra can't wait to go on because it's the kind where you stand on it.
Is it really? They've got a drop slide?
Hell yeah, they do. And the floor drops out. Poof.
Are you sure that's what it is?
Oh, I'm sure, because the first time I was on a drop slide was on the Carnival Legend, also a Spirit class ship, and I saw the pictures. I saved a picture, but it's on the desktop somewhere, of the slides, just so you could see that, just so you would be happy to know that.
So those slides that they have are Green Thunder Thrill Slide.
Oh.
Features a 170-foot long slide with a 34-foot long drop.
There you go. 34 feet of vertical
Oh my
terror.
gosh, that just like gives me chills. And then Carnival's Twister Water Slide features a 214-foot long spiraling water tube slide.
Oh, so you go on that tube?
Yeah,
tube one.
I like the tube one.
I do too. I will say, if you do the Thunder thing, be careful, because my buddy Mark on the Legend like busted his toe. He went so fast on that. I think it was on that ship. It might have been the Glory he did that on, and he hit his toe at the end of it, and like it swelled up and stuff. I just
remember
be
standing in that thing, and they couldn't get it to go, and it was like the worst like 2 minutes of my life.
Volcano Bay, and she was already nervous. And then
that was on
that was on
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras, and they're like hitting the button and nothing's happening, and she's like
they're like 3, 2, 1, and he hits it and nothing happens. He did it like 5 times, and I'm like, why is this not doing anything?
It was classic. All right, so there is. They can see my mouse now.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is on the sports deck also putt, mini golf, miniature golf, whatever you want to call it, golf that's fun.
Mini golf, jogging track, basketball court, ping pong,
or football / soccer.
Or it's multi-purpose full court. Can convert to volleyball and pickleball.
Oh, and pickleball. So there you go. So that's up on the sports deck. That is on the sports deck. And then we go down to the sun deck. Now, the sun deck is kind of your first big deck with some open space. And you have the bottom of Waterworks is here. Okay, so this is where the kids area is. I think it's still, is it still Dr. Seuss themed? I feel like it is.
I think so.
So that's cool. I don't know if they lost the rights, they got them back. I don't know. It might be Dr. Seuss themed. I'm not sure. It's still on their website, I think they talk about like green eggs and ham.
There's a 150-gallon power drencher tipping bucket.
Green eggs and ham. What?
Yeah, like that bucket that. Well, no, that was a tiny bucket. Like the big bucket that dumps
water. Yeah. But I think you have to be a child to be in that area, or you'll get looks like you're inappropriate. So just bear that in mind. Speaking of inappropriate, Club 02, which is one of the youth clubs. I think that might be the teen club. I don't know.
Yeah, teen club for 15 to 17-year-olds.
There you go, 15 to 17-year-olds. So I don't think
you didn't think I needed this document.
We don't have any 15 to 17-year-olds that I know of.
No, the youngest person on this cruise, I think, is 18.
Yeah, so just a year out from that. And then we have the thumbnail picture here, David's Steakhouse. Now, let me tell you, this steakhouse, Carnival Steakhouses are really good. This one's supposed to be, according to our friend JT, it's better than the 455 Fahrenheit 555. Sorry, I'm thinking of the novel. What's the novel? 450. You know the novel I'm talking? Is it Ray Bradbury? Who wrote that novel? It's about like book burning and censorship. It's an important. We should read it today because we have issues today. Anyway, and we have issues today also in like they had to censor David for the sensitive Americans because we can't see a penis on a statue. Picture? He's not on this picture.
I was gonna say he doesn't look censored.
But I watched a tour from a month ago. Well, from September, I don't know. It was from a little while ago, but it was within the last year, and it was covered, and it was in Europe. So I don't know what that's all about because Europeans are usually a little bit
451.
better about that. But anyway,
Is
451, yes, because that's the temperature that paper burns at.
Oh,
See, it's like, you know, it's a good story.
okay.
Important story. It's got good meaning to it.
So as far as the steakhouse goes, I think we're going to try and do the steakhouse ourselves at least one night, and maybe if we get a group of people, we can do a group steakhouse. I do think
it's tricky.
It depends. I do think that if we're going to like set a group, we have to call like 2 weeks in advance to set that up. Otherwise, you know, maybe just a few of us here and there can kind of show up. It just kind of depends on who's interested. So if you are interested, let me know, and I'll see what we can do.
So that is the sun deck, and then we get to the Lido. Now, the Lido obviously is a much busier spot on the cruise ship. It is where all three of the swimming pools are, because this ship, which was built in 2002, I got a little bit of information on here. It doesn't say that, but you told me it was built in 2002, or first sailed in 2002.
Yeah.
88,500 gross tonnage, 2,124 guest capacity. I actually like that about this ship. It's not too big.
Yeah.
It's not too huge. 963 feet in length and 930 crew on board. It goes on 2 to 5 days, 6 to 9 days, and 10 plus days. Leaves out of Tampa, Rome, Italy, Baltimore, London, Barcelona. Oh, okay. And and I almost said and Spain, which would be redundant. Anyway, so the Lido, we have the Apollo pool forward. So this is the front pool, and you can see there's also a hot tub here. I don't think there's a lot of hot tubs on this ship.
There are 2.
And that's a little disappointing, but they're big.
Yeah. There's one.
It's another shot of it here.
There's one in the middle, and then there's one on Serenity.
And that's at least good that it's on Serenity. So so there you go. There's the first pool. That's the Apollo forward pool, which you'll notice that there is a Greek and Roman theme to this ship, which we'll start to see more of here. And then of course you've got the Blue Iguana Cantina, which is where you can get those delicious breakfast burritos, as well as arepas and tacos and burritos during the day.
And I don't think Meg is going to Blue Iguana at all during this cruise because she doesn't like tacos.
She doesn't like tacos?
She hates tacos.
Oh, I can't trust you, Meg, if you don't like tacos. I know there's sarcasm happening.
We had tacos for dinner.
We did have tacos for healthy tacos. We also have
my tacos had green beans in them.
Really, you gotta. I told you could. Anyway,
I'm just kidding.
And there's also a Blue Iguana tequila bar, which has more than tequila, but they do have a good selection of tequila. So if tequila is your palate, then
Taco-quila.
You could get the taco and tequila.
Taco-quila.
Yes, and the dog is wetting my leg with his face. That's gross.
That's kind of weird, Matt.
Talk to the dog. And of course, look, the Blue Iguana Cantina and Guy's Burger right here. This is maybe the driving reason why I like Carnival more than any other cruise line. These are included, and I love Guy's Burgers. They're just good. If you like a smash burger, steak and shake,
Guys.
That's fine. I mean, I'm a guy. So Guy's Burgers right there on the Lido, and there's also the Mermaid Grill. So there's just one picture of it. I'm gonna guess that the Mermaid Grill Lido restaurant, is this their?
I could probably tell you all buffet? About it. Yeah.
It's called the Mermaid Grill. Did you know that it was called the Mermaid Grill?
I did. It's written right there.
I mean, before you read it a second ago?
No. I read it like 5 minutes ago.
You know, I realize you have that up. I have this up. Neither one of us can see the comments.
No, I keep going back over.
Oh, do you?
It.
Okay,
yeah.
good. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's cool. The grill is named after mermaids.
So
that's awesome, right? I'm a fan. I bet there's mermaid statues in it. I don't know that because I can't see it. Well, wait, is that a mermaid right there? Are those mermaids? They look like they have legs, but they look like
I can't tell.
women swimming.
Let me Google Carnival Pride.
They look a little fishy to me.
Mermaid grill.
It might be a mermaid swimming next to some sort of sea wolf thing.
Images.
Anyway, that's the buffet. Where's the buffet? There's the buffet. And we have the Red Frog Rum Bar. So if you're a fan of rum, they have a lot of good varieties of rum there.
Oh, look at that. That's
and
cool looking.
Drinks, mixed drinks, and various things.
It's like a chandelier thing with mermaids coming out of it.
That is not in the buffet, though. That nobody else can see, also, just so you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on.
Yes, it is.
It is?
This is the buffet, my dear.
Oh, look at that.
Bring
Well,
it.
you can't look at that because she's got it on her desktop where you can't see it. But maybe she'll load it and we can show it in a bit here. We've got, what else we got? We got the Serenity Adult Retreat. Now, this is at the back of the ship. Did it not show the second pool? Why doesn't it show the second pool? The Venus main pool. What is it further down? These alphabetized. They're alphabetized. That's dumb.
Are you the pools?
There's the Venus main pool.
There's the. Let me go back here.
So 2 swimming pools that are open to all ages.
Yeah, it's the Apollo pool and the Venus pool.
Okay.
Forward and mid.
I'm your Venus. I'm your Apollo. I don't know. But the Serenity area is in the aft of the ship. So it's back here. Serenity Adult Only Retreat. And adults for this means 21 and older.
Yeah.
I think. Not that they are going to really know if our 18-year-old wants to chill out there, or if his dad doesn't want him to, then we can, announce it. But the Serenity is always a nice area because there's no little children running around screaming, annoying you. And this Serenity has got 2 things going for it that are really cool. One, it's in the aft of the ship and it's wide open, which is really a cool experience. Sometimes Serenity decks are in the front of the ship, and that's always makes for like a windy.
I don't really like the Serenity in the front.
No, it's horrible in the front, but this one is not. It's in the aft. It has both a swimming pool and a hot tub, so that's really cool. I like this style of Serenity a lot.
The Serenity on Paradise would be almost perfect if it had a pool or hot. Well, it has the hot tubs.
I mean, this one's good. This is good.
But I haven't been on the ship yet.
This is a good Serenity area. Yeah. And then, of course, it has the spa. So, look at the amphora artwork. I used to know all that Greek artwork when I took art history, but I've forgotten all of it. So this is the spa. Now, this is an area that most of it is, you can only go there if you have the spa pass or if you are getting a treatment. But there might be some places like the locker room.
They have 2 saunas, men and women, 2 steam rooms, men and women, 2 locker rooms, men and women, and then the rest is paid stuff.
So, but the steam rooms and the saunas are in the locker rooms, and they are included. You can go and use the locker rooms and the showers and the spas, not the saunas and the steam rooms in these. You do not have to have a spa thing to do that. I don't think most people realize that, but that's a thing.
You just can't go with the opposite sex.
Yes.
So we'll have like a girls' sauna time, and you can have a boys'
I'm
sauna
not really.
time.
I don't really care about.
I'm just saying we can't go together.
True.
I mean, we could go together separately.
Yeah.
But it would defeat the purpose.
Okay. That's all right. Anyway, they also have a gym for those of you that want to work out on the ship. Since Kimbra's trainer is not going to be among us, no pressure there.
Well, I have a dress to fit into.
Okay. Todd said he's going to work out, right? Didn't Todd say he was going to work out? I think he did.
Yeah.
Anyway, a big part of the Lido is going to be that buffet area. One picture doesn't really cover that, but that's also where they have like a little deli. It's really just part of the buffet, and to me, but you order your sandwich and they kind of make it for you.
Yeah, but the deli
The
is
pizza's
open
there.
longer hours
Yeah,
usually.
yeah. But it's in that same. It feels like it's the same. It's like a big
Which I could tell
food
you
court buffet thing.
since I have this pulled up here. Deli open for lunch until 11 p.m.
There you go. And when the Pizza Pirate is also in there, right? So
Yep. 9 a.m. to 4 a.m.
So that one used to be 24 hours, but Carnival's cut it back. So between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m., you cannot get a.
Yeah,
you might be able to get one through room service, but
yeah, I don't know.
do you really need a pizza between 4 and 9 a.m.? I don't know.
Because the
Maybe
pizza
you do.
people get
Maybe
to
you
sleep
do.
for 5 hours.
Yeah, leave them alone. Then you have the panorama deck. Now it's just staterooms, so we're not going to dwell on it. The veranda deck, also just staterooms.
Oh, the bridge is on deck 8.
Is it? But
Yeah.
you can't go onto the bridge.
Well, yeah, it says hours off limits to guests.
Yeah, and don't go on the bridge because you'll get arrested. And then you have the deck that I just clicked on and forgot, the Empress deck, which is
You know, it says it right here.
Okay, yeah, I see that now. And this is the style of room cabin that we have. We have a balcony, so I can do this little 360 degrees just to give you. Now, if you don't have a balcony, your room will be different. But like if you have an ocean view, instead of this being doors, it'll probably be a window. If it's an interior, it'll just be a solid wall. But overall, unless you have like one of the suites or something, the cabins are fairly similar. I mean, the layout might be slightly different, but if you've never cruised before, which I think most of the people on this have, well, you like your Aunt Dee has it and stuff. But so I don't know if this is still accurate. I doubt it. It's probably got an updated television.
I would hope so.
I doubt it's got that big old thing, but you never know. Little ice chest. This is probably the refrigerator right here. You got a little desk area with a mirror, your phone. This is closets. Here's your bathroom over here. We've got a little couch, and depending on how many people are staying, this may be like a fold-out bed. You might also have trundle beds that come down from the ceiling, like up here and over here, but we don't in ours. I don't think.
I have to interrupt you for a minute just because this is really funny, and I know this was not on purpose. Your mom jumped on and said hi, and everybody's saying hi to her, and then your mom replied and said, "Hi, egg." If she forgot the M. It's just funny to me. And she fixed it, but
okay, good.
It's just funny. Hi, egg.
I mean, I told Para DJ to have a good clogging cruise today, so we all make typos. Here's the bathroom here. You can kind of see a little shadowy view of it. Little toilet. This is the shower. I'm pretty sure this is a curtain shower. I don't think we're fancy enough in 2002 to have glass showers on a Carnival ship, but you know, we'll make do. And then you've got the upper deck, which is again more staterooms. That's about all that's on there. And then
Camp Ocean and Night Owls is on deck 5.
What is Night Owls? I see Camp Ocean. That's like a kid.
Night Owls is just the later version.
Is like for younger kids, as you can see from these pictures. There's some Dr. Seuss themed stuff there.
It doesn't really apply to us, but it is there.
In case you decide to have children and raise them to an appropriate age before this cruise, or if you haven't booked yet and you're bringing children on board. Okay, so main deck, we have Circle C, which is, again, that part of that teen kind of area, I believe. And then we have the top of the Taj Mahal, which is their main theater, which is cool because I am a big fan of
main theaters.
No, of the Taj Mahal. I like Indian. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, it's in India, but it's kind of like Muslim style architecture. But it's a really cool looking. You know what the Taj Mahal is?
It's a building,
right? But do you know what its purpose is?
I mean,
you know what it looks like.
Yeah, we did when in high school when we were in Winter Drumline, we did like a whole thing on like the Taj Mahal and the different times of day and what it looks like and what that means to them.
But you know what its purpose is? Like what it was built as?
A building.
It's a mausoleum.
I think I did know that.
Yeah, built in the 1600s. So
Also
cool.
a building.
Kind of cool. You didn't know you're going to get some edumacation today. All right, and then we'll move down to the Atlantic deck. Now this is where we start to get hippin' and hoppin'. We're going to start with a cherry on top. So this does not have the ice cream parlor in it, but it does have soft serve MSC. So but it does have a pick and mix candy thing, which I like to go to. They got a lot of gummies. They got jelly beans. What are they called? Jelly bellies. They've got a lot of other odds and end candies. Some like cool, like non-American candies too, which is kind of neat. And then they have these spicy chili gummies, which I like quite a bit. And then of course they have like the funnel gummies, the Carnival funnel gummies, which are really cool. And there's an outside view of the cherry on top. You look like you want to say something right now.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Then we've got the ivory. I should point out where these things are. So cherry on top is right there. Look at that first. Boop, right in the middle there. And then here's the ivory piano bar. Very different look than a lot of the piano bars. And I wonder if whenever I used to go to tea time, it was always in the piano bar on the ships I was on. But the last several times I've been in the main dining room, and I don't know if that's because it's gotten more popular or just different ships do different things. But this would be a great venue for a afternoon tea.
Did you put tea time on our list of
No,
stuff?
but you should add it on
I'm
there.
going to do that.
I just don't know when it's going to be.
That's fine. It can get added.
If you've never done tea time on a Carnival cruise, look for it. You got to find it in the little menu thing that you get, the daily menu thing.
Okay, let's do tea time, not tea. Wow, ye Tom.
It's just that kind of day. And you get little, cucumber sandwiches and little cakey things.
I like the tea time on
and
Mardi Gras a lot. The tea time that we did on Horizon was very different.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had mostly really good experiences with tea time. And it's included. You can pay a few dollars and upgrade your tea from like regular Lipton hot tea to like some fancy schmancy tea.
Which we did.
It's only a couple bucks.
Yeah.
It's not like breaking the bank. If you like tea, it might be worth it. But it's fun. It's a fun experience. Anyway, the Ivory Piano Bar at night will have a person playing the piano, singing, taking requests. They get a little rowdy and raucous. What's the word? They get a little after a certain time. It will get a little bit adult only.
Rambunctious? Is that the word you're looking
not,
for?
but that works. That works.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
They get a little dirty, a little not appropriate for Matt's mom. Let's just say that. And they kind of can be rude, and that's part of their shtick. But a lot of people really, really love the piano bar. I'm not a fan, but I know I'm kind of weird in that because most people I know that like to cruise love the piano bar. So check it out. And then the Normandy restaurant, there's only one main dining room on this ship, and that is the Normandy restaurant right here. And there's only one picture of it, but it's 2 levels, and it's kind of a nice classic cruise main dining room right there.
It's a 2-level restaurant, right?
Yeah.
So it's like one level is your time dining and the other one is set time dining.
Correct. And I don't know for sure which is which, but yes, that is accurate. Then we have the Raphael Foyer Lounge. Okay, so remember we had the Roman Greek thing. Well, we also have a big like Renaissance, which is still mostly Rome, I guess. Italy. I know the Renaissance expanded out of there, but that's like the hub, right? So so there's a big Renaissance theme, which I'm a big fan of the Renaissance. So, I like that quite a bit. But this is just like a little kind of in the middle of the walkway kind of area with a bar.
They have music and stuff that plays around there.
Yeah,
Live
so
music
pretty
in
cool.
the afternoon and nightly.
Okay, so maybe, I don't know if they have the violinists on this ship, but the violin people are really awesome.
Yeah.
And they play like contemporary stuff on violins. There's usually like 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I
like the violin
That's
people.
really cool. Yeah, it's really cool stuff. And then we have the Sunset Garden Interior Promenade. And this is a weird feature of these Spirit class ships where you have these like weird walkways that you can go through, and there's windows, as you can see this porthole, and then the other side is just a hallway. It's just a solid wall, and they're really decked out. So this one looks like paintings on the ceiling, and it's a nice place to just go and like have a nice quiet chat with somebody, enjoy a drink.
Yeah. So when I was on the
Take a
Miracle,
stroll.
we didn't find that area until like the very end, and we were super bummed because we thought it was a really cool area and wish we would have known about it earlier.
I mean, there's not a lot to do. It's just literally like a corridor.
No, but it would a nice place to sit and look out the windows and like
it's
read.
Quiet. Yeah, it's a nice
and I was
quiet
like, man, this is like we get off tomorrow. I wish I would have known about this.
Yeah. It can be a little hidden. So let me show you where it's at on here. That's the Raphael Foyer Lounge. There's a Normandy, and then there's cherry on top.
It actually leads
bar.
up to the main theater.
Yeah. So it goes, I think it goes, I don't know if it goes all the way around. Does it go all the way
no,
around?
it's only on one side.
Okay. So there you go.
But it leads you up to the main theater. I just somehow completely missed it on my Miracle cruise.
And then we have the Via Veneto Upper Promenade. So I don't know what's here. Is this like some
indoor
shops?
promenade featuring seating area with table and chairs?
Okay. All right. So that's what you have there. Just some seating and chairs. You can probably hear music there. There's probably a bar within reach or something. I don't know. And then you have the promenade. And this is where you have, we'll start at the back, the Normandy restaurant, which we already saw. I'm going to do it this way because it's easier for me to understand. The Alchemy Bar, which is really cool. And I think this is my favorite layout of Alchemy Bar on the Spirit class ships. And I'll tell you why. Most of the time, the Alchemy Bar is this thing that you walk by, and sometimes there's not even a little section for it. But this is like a whole space that's just the Alchemy Bar. It's at the back of the ship. And so it's a nice little area back here for the Alchemy Bar. And then you've got the Beauties Nightclub. Now, the beauty of the Beauties Nightclub is that you enter from the top and then you go downstairs into it. I think there's a little bit of area upstairs. This is a weird nightclub, and I say that in a good way. On other Spirit class ships, like on the Mardi Gras, on the Miracle, it is where you have Frankenstein's monster, which is really cool, but really weird. This one has like naked mannequins everywhere. I know that's a naked womankin, but there are naked mannequins as well.
Womankin. The tables. You could see it in the tables.
Could you?
Yeah.
Let me go back to it. Where was it?
There.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Very, I don't know, Art Nouveau 1980s, maybe. I don't know if it's Art Nouveau. I don't know what that means. But, yeah, it's kind of interesting. And it's a nightclub. It's a club for nights. That's not true. And then you have why am I doing it the wrong way? You have the Renaissance lobby and atrium. So this is the main like atrium area. And this does go all the way up like a proper cruise ship. And it is decked out with replicas, I'm sure they're not originals, of Renaissance paintings, which is really cool.
Todd said he read that the ship's interior were designed by a guy named John Farkas. They call his designs farkitecture.
As long as it's not fartitecture, that's moving up towards the bow. You've got the Bonsai Sushi, and this is not an included restaurant. So this is, I believe, an a la carte place that you can get sushi.
Yeah, full service sushi restaurant featuring a wide variety of Asian inspired delicacies.
There you go. So it is not included, but it's not super expensive, I don't think. I don't know. I've never eaten there. I don't like seafood, so I have no reason to go. But I can tell you that a lot of people do like seafood, and they tend to really...
You can get like the sushi boat. I really want to see somebody get the sushi boat.
They like, this place is popular. Yeah. So if you are the type that enjoys eating things with gills, you might want to check it out. And then as we progress further up, we get to the Winners Club Casino. So don't worry, if you go to the casino, you will win because it's the Winners Club.
I mean, after our episode with the Professor Travel, I'm ready to spend time.
Scott's gonna like school you on
I know.
casinos.
I'm gonna walk out with so less money than I walked in with.
We're gonna have to be careful with you probably. And then we have. I'm going to jump over to the Plaza Cafe. This is basically your onboard Starbucks. Probably not.
It's the Piazza Cafe.
Yeah.
That's an I, not a L.
What did I say?
Plaza.
Piazza Cafe. So you can get your lattes, your cappuccinos. That is all going to be a cost to you unless you have a drink package that includes it. However, this little case right here will often have little sweets and goodies, and those are usually included.
Well, so this here on my page does say cafe featuring specialty coffees, cakes, cookies, pastries, and milkshakes with a $sign on it.
Oh, so depends on what you get. It used to be included, maybe not anymore. Maybe
I don't know, or maybe certain times of the day, certain items. I don't know.
But check them out and ask, and they'll tell you if it costs anything.
Andy said that's because Kimbra takes after her nan. Casinos are like magnets.
Great. All right, and then we've got this place, and this is one of the reasons that I really love this particular type of ship. It's the Red Frog Pub, not to be confused with the Red Frog Rum Bar. Red Frog Rum Bar is by the pool, and it's just a bar. This is a full like pub area. This is the bar. It's pretty big. And then it's got this, you can barely see it, but that is tabletop shuffleboard, which those of you that know me well know that's like a thing I like a lot. But it's got all the seating. They have live music in here.
They do beer pong tournaments.
They do they?
Beer pong tournaments.
Okay, if that's your style. You can get some of the Carnival brewed beers in this if you're a beer person. I don't know if you can get all of them though, since they don't brew it on this ship, but you could probably get like the Red Frog Red or whatever it's called, and the Thirsty Wheat, which is I like the Red Frog beers quite a bit. Anyway, I love everything about this Red Frog Pub. This is one of the reasons why I like Vista more than Horizon, because Vista has a Red Frog Pub and Horizon has the barbecue place, which is cool, but I like the Red Frog Pub more. It's a cool spot. It's a really cool spot. So you'll find me there on occasion. And then we have the Taj Mahal Show Lounge again, which we've already seen. That's just the lower end.
Did you talk about the Skybox Sports Bar?
I did not. You know what? It doesn't show it on here, but it's right behind the Red Frog Pub. So right here or here. This is the Red Frog Pub here. This is the Skybox Sports Bar, which for some stupid reason isn't listed on this, but it is a sports bar. It's got lots of TVs. I don't know what sports are happening in March. Super Bowl's done.
Is that when the XFL plays? Will that be on those TVs?
No, they're not going to show XFL on there. They might if there's like sports like soccer.
When is hockey?
There. Hockey is happening, so
that might be on there.
There could be some hockey going on in there. I don't know. It's sports stuff.
The Crystal Card Room is also on that deck.
What is that?
Card games, bridge players meet for tournaments, wide selection of books, and stock full of games. So it's like the library.
Sort of a library area. Yeah. So that may be where we D&D.
Yeah.
We'll have to check that out.
Depending on table usage. Yeah.
Yep. And then we have the Riviera deck, which is really not a lot here. There is the Beauties nightclub, which we saw already, because remember, you enter one deck up and then you go down. This is the downstairs portion. And then you have the Butterflies Lounge. This is the comedy club. And
it's also where they do karaoke.
Oh yeah, karaoke, comedy, which kind of the same thing for most people. But yeah, on the Miracle, this is like an Alice in Wonderland theme. And this one, it's a butterfly theme. You can see there's like the butterfly shapes up on the ceiling, and I think maybe the chairs are sort of butterfly-ish inspired. It's cool. It's different. It's fun, and it's one of the reasons why people love this ship, because it's a.
Oh, Kevin
it's not
said
afraid
March
to be-
Madness. That's right, basketball.
Oh yeah, yeah. So if you like college basketball, you can watch your March Madness there. There you go. So that is, in a nutshell, that is it. Let me come out of this share here. Did you do that or did I?
What?
Stop sharing. It just.
You did.
Oh, okay, cool. It worked just quicker and better than I thought. So anyway, yeah, that's the Carnival Pride. We are looking forward to it. What do you guys think? Do we have any questions? Any comments about the Carnival Pride or group cruise questions for those of you that are going or maybe thinking about going or anything like that? Captain Billy says butterfly kisses. I clicked the wrong thing. Butterfly kisses. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
You speechless or something?
Speechless. Oh yeah, Dan likes some hockey. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have a cruise. The cruise creature thing has kind of fallen away a little bit, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Hey, there's a Carnival Pride fan.
Speaking of Carnival Pride and getting married on a ship, it's Dave Whiting. Hey, Dave and Brandy, if you're there. I bet you guys have some awesome videos on the Carnival Pride. I know you do. So yeah, if you are going on this group cruise with us, check out Pair of DJs, check out Dave and Brandy as well. And I should have put that one in there too. And because they love the Carnival Pride. Pair of DJ loves the Carnival Pride. It's a good ship.
Yeah.
So anyway, cruise creature. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know. Should we keep doing cruise creatures? I mean, I'm not saying we're never going to talk about creatures. Obviously, we're going to talk about creatures. In fact, I was thinking today about doing a whole episode on coral.
Yeah, because we haven't done that one yet.
But it seems awkward to just throw a cruise creature in here for this. So I don't know. It feels a little forced.
Do you want to do butterflies?
We could do butterflies. You want to talk about butterflies?
Butterflies are insects. And
how many legs do they have?
They have 6 legs. After they turn to butterflies, when they're caterpillars, they have more than 6 legs.
They don't.
No, they only have 6
they
legs.
Don't. No, they can't.
They don't have any
That's
legs.
not how evolution works. They have 6 legs when they're caterpillars, but they also have pseudopods.
Oh, okay.
So they have structures that function as leg-like things.
Which ones are their legs?
True legs. Their legs are, so the way an insect is built, they have a head, thorax, and abdomen.
Caterpillars don't look like that.
I know, but they do have it. It's just not as obvious. And their legs are always on the thorax. And so caterpillar's head's real small. And then right behind it are the 6 little tiny legs. And then their big abdomen drags behind. Their pseudopods, I believe, go from their thorax all the way down their abdomen. But not as easy to distinguish. Like, I could show you a superworm right now and show you the same features.
I'll pass unless you really want to go grab
I
one.
don't really need to, no.
Okay. So butterflies have 6 legs before and after they're butterflies.
They lose the pseudopods, though. I mean, what a cool, like, how many times you get to say words like pseudopod? I mean, that sounds like Cthulhu talk there.
Yeah.
Pseudopod.
So
false feet.
So when I was in high school, I was in marching band and we were down a flute player. So I had a friend that was in orchestra who wanted to kind of join band, but she didn't know how to play anything except her cello. So they gave her a flute and said, let's learn to march. So we called her a pseudo flute player.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So she walked around holding the device, but didn't actually play anything.
It was a prop.
It was, yeah.
Look at that. Captain Billy is if you're watching, showing us the different stages in the life cycle of the butterfly for us. We've got the caterpillar stage and we've got the adult stage. we're just missing the egg and the
Chrysalis.
which is really the pupa stage of the cocoon. There's a larva, which is a caterpillar, the pupa, which is the chrysalis, or sometimes called a cocoon, more so with moths, and then you have the adult phase, which is what we typically call the butterfly, although technically they're all butterfly.
When I was like 5 or 6, I was a monarch butterfly for Halloween.
Were you?
And I was like, so maybe I was a little older. Maybe I was in 2nd grade. Because we had monarch butterflies in our classroom, and I like loved them. So I was very specific about my wings. I wanted my wings to look exactly. I didn't like the ones that were at the store. I wanted them to look exactly like monarch wings. So my mom had like this person like specially make my butterfly costume so that I could look exactly like a monarch butterfly.
Cool.
I'll find a picture.
Billy put up chicken eggs, but that works. I mean, butterfly eggs look kind of like just little tiny spheres.
You keep talking. I'm find this picture.
Well, we didn't say maybe the most interesting things about butterflies.
Oh, butterflies are insects.
We said
and they have 6 legs and they fly.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking monarch specific.
They migrate to Mexico.
That's one of them. So, what's interesting is butterflies migrate, I believe, all the way from Canada down to Mexico, but it's not necessarily the same butterflies that make the round trip because they don't necessarily live for that whole time. But so they're migrating, and because they're insects, most of them don't live very long. So they're dying and generationally migrating, which is pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Now, the other thing about being a monarch is that you're pretty safe from predators.
Because I can fly away from them?
No. You're kind of rubbish at flying away from predators if those predators can also fly.
Wasn't I a cute butterfly?
You were a cute butterfly.
Okay.
But do you know why you are safe from predators if you're a butterfly? If you're a monarch butterfly.
If I'm a monarch butterfly?
If you're specifically a monarch butterfly.
I don't.
Well, when monarch...
Because they have long tongue thingies.
That's not why they're safe.
That's what Aunt Dee said.
But when they're caterpillars, they eat milkweed. And milkweed is poisonous. And then they store that toxin in them. And then as adults, they are poisonous, toxic. And so if predators eat them, they get those toxins.
You know what? I did know that.
I thought you probably knew that.
I told you, I was like in 2nd grade, I was so into monarch butterflies.
Now I'm going to tell you something that you probably didn't know, because this is a big misconception. There's another butterfly called the viceroy.
Which looks almost like it, but it's different.
It is different. It looks like it. And most people think that the viceroy is not toxic and they're just imitating the monarch so that predators think they're toxic.
I did know that.
But that's not actually accurate.
It's not true?
It's not true. So sometimes it's true, but viceroys often do have toxic properties as well. So they are probably benefiting from looking like the monarch butterfly, and the monarch butterfly is essentially benefiting from looking like them. Both species can be toxic, but viceroys depends on what they're eating as caterpillars.
So monarch butterflies and blue dragons are like the same thing.
Kind of.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of, except for they're not taking stinging cells and not.
Well, but they're because of something they consume.
It's bioaccumulation of toxins that they can eat, but the other things can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can teach you a science word too.
What's it start with?
A.
What's it end with?
C. It's a real nerdy science word.
How long is it?
About this long? I don't know. I think it's got 5 syllables, but I could be wrong because I'm counting in my head.
Akanokchic.
Yes, aposematic is actually the word for animals that use bright colors as a warning. It's called aposematic, not camouflage, because camouflage is the blend in. So there's your science, there's your biology lesson for the day.
Did you like my made-up word?
It was close,
It
actually.
was
You
close.
didn't do bad.
I told you I just needed to know the beginning and the end, and I'd figure out the middle.
Dan's favorite sea cruise creature is extinct. Let's go ahead and wrap this up and close it out, and then we'll come back and chat with people.
All right, sounds good. On that note, it's time to celebrate, and until next time, seize the day.
Celebrate with pride.
Yeah.
Because that's really the next one. And have a fantastic week, everybody. All right, and we are back. My mic, okay, the microphone's on. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. We'll hang out with you guys now in just like a live stream chatty kind of way. See if we missed anything. There was
I'm really impressed with ourselves.
You are?
Yeah, we did our intro, we did our topic, and we did the cruise creature, and we did our outro in our hour.
That's pretty good.
And
that's pretty good.
We kind of winged it.
Especially with the butterfly.
Oh.
Hello, Larry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Not feeling
sorry
well.
that you're not feeling well, my friend. Hope you are feeling better. And we did say hi to Dave, but it looks like Dave and Brandy are both here. Glad to have you guys here. Yeah, we need to maybe we should try and get them back on since we're doing the wedding thing now on the cruise.
Oh, yeah. We can talk about weddings together.
Yeah, we did. If you don't know, we did a podcast with them when we did only audio talking about, because they got married on the Pride.
Mm-hmm.
And so go back and check that out.
They've got some really cool pictures.
And definitely go and check out Dave and Brandy's Excursions YouTube channel so you can see
what did I just say?
All the videos on it. Is that what you just said?
No, what did I just say? I feel like I said excursions.
You did say excursions.
They've got some really cool photos.
I mean, they've got excursions too. It's the whole, they're the whole package.
As I was saying that, I was like, wait a minute, what did I say?
Let's see. Hey, Eric B. It's funny that you said Monarch Butterfly because there is a channel called Monarch Moments, and they have a butterfly for the logo. I never put two and two together. Well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just royalty; they're also Lepidoptera. There's another word. Did you know that word?
No.
Lepidoptera.
Mm-mm.
That's the is it the family of butterflies? Lepidoptera. King. Anyway, might be the order. I think it's order. Lepidoptera is order.
Okay. Yeah. Brittany said, "You guys are getting married on a cruise?" Why, yes, we are.
On the Mardi Gras.
In November.
Yes, that's right. I don't know what Dee was talking about. Isn't that a cigarette?
I don't know. Is there a comment above that about cigarettes?
Oh, maybe something we said. I don't know. Captain Billy says, I've got butterflies in my stomach. That's the last time I eat a cocoon. Science. Oh, Dan's favorite cruise creature is extinct. It is the mosasaur.
Yeah. Captain Billy J says, I'm not a social butterfly. I'm the opposite. I'm like an antisocial moth.
Hey, moths are cool, man. I like moths.
Aunt D said, is that Viceroy?
Viceroy. But isn't that a cigarette? Viceroy is a cigarette brand.
Did we say something about that?
we said we talked about the Viceroy butterfly.
Oh, right.
You are tired.
I'm telling you, it was rough. I mean, you came out there when I was at lunchtime with them, and I was like, what?
Sorry, guys, but happy the prize coming back to Baltimore in 2024. But we're going to get a chance to ride on it before it goes back to Baltimore. And then we'll probably get another one of the Spirit class ships. I would like to go on the Miracle because you got to go on it, but I haven't. Or have you go on the Legend so that we
How about we just do both?
collect all three? Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
I already pulled that up.
I know, but I just saw it too. So I heard you say it, but here we go. Thank you, Meg. Yes, there is a link to go and check out Dave and Brandy. Really nice people.
And I feel like
and good channel. So check them out.
C King says, well, I was going to shut down, but you are too addictive. Well, thank you.
Hopefully not like a cigarette, but in a good way. Larry says, I second having Dave and Brandy on your show. Yes. Dave and Brandy, have they only been on once?
Yeah, we've only had them on once. Right? Have you guys been on
I know we
once?
had them on talk about the wedding, but I don't know.
Oh, no, we may have had them on one other time because I remember they were.
There's so many podcasts. This is 140 something.
I don't know.
But
maybe that was a video we were watching where I'm thinking we have them on.
And I did Cruise Geek stuff with them. So, yeah. But, yeah.
Well, we should make it more than once.
Great folks. Yes, we need to get them back on. Absolutely. We need to get Billy on, too. We haven't had Captain Billy on at all. So, let's see what else.
Let's just have everyone on.
I mean, Meg says introverts unite. Far apart from each other.
There we go.
Look, Meg, we've already met Meg. I was going to warn her that we're huggers, but she already knows that. Actually, so here's what I mean. I am a hug friendly guy.
I don't usually initiate.
That was my point, because I don't know but
I will hug back, but I don't typically start it. I mean, that's how I am with conversations in general. Mm-hmm. I kind of stand back. If somebody's going to come talk to me, I'm happy to have a conversation with you, but I don't usually initiate. I'm
better sometimes at conversation, but the hugging, like if you're on this and you want to hug, just come up and hug me. And
they said we've just had them on once and said, okay, you twisted our arms. Just let us know when.
Cool.
Meg said I'm a waiver. Hi, Meg.
Aunt D says, I'm listening about these bars and clubs and cringing. Here's the good news, though, Aunt D, is that you don't have to go to any of them. And they're not all busy all the time. In fact, I would say that, like Red Frog, there are times when there's live music and it might get a little busy, but it's not like there are spots on the ship where if you want the big rambunctious crowd, you might be able to find it. Although on the ship, not as bad, I don't think, because it's not that big of a ship. But there are also places you can go to avoid it, which is usually what we do.
Apparently, everyone we're going with is like an introvert, so we're all just gonna like be doing our own thing, and this is going to be the most introverted group cruise ever.
You know what? But
I'm just kidding.
I think it's hilarious. Will get along well.
Let's see, where are you at?
Oh,
okay.
I was looking at Dave. Dave says we are planning on sailing the Pride for our 10th anniversary in 2025 and making it our diamond cruise on Carnival. That's cool. That's really cool.
And he said, I just bought a sticker which has a hedgehog that says not a hugger. And
there should be a thing like, like the upside down pineapple. Everybody knows what that means now, but there should be something that's like, don't touch me, to give me a big hug. And then maybe some couple things in between, because some people are in between. Like some people would be like selective about who they want to hug them. But that should be like an international symbol you could wear. Like I could put it on my hat, like I don't know what it would be. Like a hedgehog would mean like, don't touch me. And like a python would be like, give me a big hug.
A python. Jennifer said, I'm an introvert, but I will totally fake being an extrovert.
Nice.
Stacey said there won't be enough corners on the ship for all the introverts.
What's Dave says, we can't wait to see all the sea creatures in Alaska on our cruise in June on a Carnival Spirit. That's another ship that's in the Spirit class, which I don't even ever think about being a Spirit class ship.
Which one?
The Spirit.
Oh yeah.
But I don't really know much about that ship, but I'm sure it's awesome since it's a Spirit class ship. Yeah, there's some cool creatures in Alaska for sure.
Aunt D doesn't know the upside down pineapple.
Oh, do you want to tell her what that means? If you
just,
don't put an upside down pineapple on your door.
Yeah.
In a hotel or on a cruise. It's not a cruise specific thing, but it is something that gets talked about in the cruising community. You want to tell her?
Just Google it.
You're just telling her to Google it?
Sea King says, but are you familiar with a blue mermaid or rum jumper? I want to try it when I sail out Friday on the Liberty.
Oh, I am not.
I don't know those.
I am not, but they sound delicious.
The drink that I like, what is it called? Oh, what is that drink called, Matt?
I can never remember.
I know what it is because it's something. I'll get there. I'll find it because I took a picture of the menu. There we go. The Twilight Zone.
Oh, yeah.
That's like my favorite drink.
Creamy blue curacao. It's like a pina colada with blue curacao,
That's
isn't it?
exactly what it kind of tastes like.
Sea King says, don't mean to appear lush. Look, some of us do appear like lushes when we're talking cruising, but in our normal, regular life, we aren't. As you will find out if you follow us at all and find out how many times we failed with the drink package. And, we finally learned our lesson, I think, and stopped trying the drink package. Larry says, oh, wait, did I miss something?
Where are you?
Paul says, I have actually hugged a couple of y'all. And Meg says, we'll be standing in a circle being awkward together. Larry says, I may be sailing out of Vancouver on Princess July 4th. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Meg says we'll have to create our own. Oh yeah, Auntie, you would love an Alaskan cruise. I think.
We'll eventually get on one.
Everybody that goes on one, like I've talked to a lot of people who've done Alaskan cruises, and I've never met anyone who was like, it was okay. Everybody's just like blown away by them. Larry says, I'm planning on a cruise with Dewey. He is getting off Cunard Queen Elizabeth on June 30th, and we are sailing out on July 4th. His birthday is July 6th. Oh, that's cool. Dewey's a good guy. Dewey's going to be on our group cruise.
Yeah.
Dan says, I prefer crowds and being around people. Solitude and quiet drives me nuts. I hate silence and being alone. Huh, okay. So you can balance us out. I can bounce between those to some degree. Although I get stressed out in certain situations where it's too many people around. Like I don't like grocery stores. Freak me out if it's like a busy grocery time or something.
I don't like going to the grocery store with you.
Yeah, I get super stressed out. If I know exactly what I'm getting, I can just get it and go. But if I have to like make decisions and then I feel like I'm in people's way and I get real uncomfortable real fast.
And then it's a really uncomfortable shopping experience.
Yeah, it's
for
horrible.
Us all.
It's horrible. Yeah, so I'm better just to stay out of the grocery store, except for when it's slow.
Okay, so while we're waiting for you to catch up with where everything is, hello, Ron. Welcome.
Hey, Ron.
Okay, you can continue.
I think I was right there, actually.
Oh, were you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And he says, when drinking, I either I either become friendly or the complete opposite. No southern comfort for this girl. Good to know. Good to know.
There was something here. Stacy said it looks like Aunt D Googled upside down pineapple.
Yeah. Dave and Brandy, first trip to Alaska. They're stoked or pumped, super pumped. Yeah. Cool. I think we're caught up here.
Cool.
Below freezing in Charleston, South Carolina. It's 9:43 and the temperature is dropping. Whew. Well, I don't mean to rub it in there, but it is 56 degrees here. So it's pretty cold. We had a cold front move in this afternoon. It was like 70 this morning, and then it was like 65 or something when we came home.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to get down to 49 tonight.
It's getting chilly.
Is it going to warm up tomorrow? Is it going to be too cold to go to Iguana Land tomorrow?
No, because look, tomorrow it's going to be 70s tomorrow.
Yeah, at noon. We're going to be there at like
Well, look
10.
at Punta Gorda.
Oh, yeah.
Because Punta Gorda is further south. It makes a difference. It makes a big difference. 70 degrees today in SoCal.
70 at 11. So it'll be a little bit warmer down there.
Yeah. And it's like they're out in the open. It's going to be windy. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it is what it is, right? I see some lizards.
Deanne says, yeah, it's 17 here, Matt, so I'm not feeling sorry for you.
Ouch. Okay.
Larry, wow, it's 45 here.
Huh.
Not Fahrenheit, though.
Yeah, he said Fahrenheit.
Oh, 45 Fahrenheit? Oh, really? I thought he was being a jokester.
Read your
Of course,
things,
45
Matt.
Celsius would be, I don't know what that would be. Sometimes I know that, and then other times I forget. Oh my gosh, Stacy. Okay, hang on. Jennifer the Heart, 32. Stacy is the anti Jennifer Hart temperature. Not anti Jennifer Hart, the Heart, but anti negative 23 wind chill in Minnesota.
Oh, but that's a wind chill.
Okay, but
I know. There's a reason I left Indiana.
Yeah, Jennifer's in Greensboro, North Carolina. Florida's as cold as Canada. Yeah, I mean, it happens every now and then. Ed says it's 20 now in St. Louis and going to be 57 on Sunday. There's my mom. Yeah, my mom and Joe went to Alaska. Alaska's amazing. Tried to talk Joe into another one. I'm surprised he wasn't like all for it. Because, yeah, Alaska's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Right. Nope, that wind is chilly. That's why Captain Billy left Iowa.
Yeah.
The temperature is -3. Also cold.
Yes, also cold.
That's too cold.
It's like, it's February.
That's just too cold. Yeah. You can keep the 20 degrees. Didn't pop up there. You can keep the 20 degrees too.
Yeah. Todd said they've got 1 degree.
A balmy 1 degree.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because he's pretty close. I think he's pretty close to Stacy.
Minnesota, right? Or Wisconsin?
He's in Wisconsin.
Why can't I get it
Wisconsin
straight?
and Minnesota are sort of close. I mean, they're relatively close to one another, right? I don't know my northern and Midwest geography.
I can't get them straight.
They're up there.
I'm sorry, guys.
They're up there by Chicago,
It's not
but further
you, it's
north. 46 in South Arkansas. Right?
Arkansas.
Get it. Oh, that's intentional. Okay.
Arkansas.
I was like, how did you misspell Arkansas? I like it.
I did not get that. Okay. I mean, I did after I heard you say it.
I don't know if Down Under Cruisers are going live tonight because I haven't seen Sean. I think I saw a thing saying they were, though. So they'll be on in about 13 minutes.
Both in Minnesota. That's what I thought.
Oh, because they're both in Minnesota. Because I think Minnesota and Wisconsin are the same thing. Because you guys all sound the same if you're from there.
Wow.
Well, they do. They're like,
I mean,
okay, I'm from Minnesota or I'm from Wisconsin.
that's probably
Are
kind
they
of true.
like, look at a map? They're like right next to each other, right? Am I crazy?
Let's see.
They got to be right next to each other, or there's a lake between them, maybe.
I don't think there's a lake between them.
Like not even a great one?
No, the great ones are over closer to me.
Closer to you. Look at that. Minnesota and Wisconsin. They're like neighbors.
Yeah,
and North Dakota.
I was thinking Montana for a minute.
And then you got those weirdos up in Canada.
So obviously those in Wisconsin like cheese. You also cheese people in Minnesota.
No, they got them big mosquitoes up there.
Oh.
Big mosquitoes.
So they can't like cheese?
They probably like cheese. Everybody likes cheese, Kimbra. Come on. Everybody in America does anyway. And I think in Mexico, probably everybody in North America. There are cultures where cheese is not really a thing. There's quite a few actually, but North America is not one of those.
Oh, I want cheesy breadsticks now.
Europe, there are a lot of cheese eaters in Europe.
It's killing me. Cheese people everywhere. Todd said, but Stacy is cooler than me. Like because he wears sunglasses more often?
No, because it's like 4 degrees colder.
Cool, like wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mosquitoes on steroids. Yeah, I've heard that. I've never been to either of those states, but I've heard that, and Wisconsin's probably the same, but I've heard the mosquitoes in Minnesota are big and plentiful.
Then I'm not ever going to Minnesota.
Right? Because you're like, okay, we have to deal with mosquitoes in Florida, but at least you're in Florida. Like, if it's cold, I should not be dealing with mosquitoes. If I got to deal with mosquitoes, there better be a swamp and an alligator. Otherwise, it's just not worth it.
I like walk out the door and get attacked by mosquitoes. So there's no way I'm going to go somewhere where there's more and bigger ones. Todd said we'll be cold smoking some cheese this weekend.
Oh, okay. All right. Wisconsin cheese curds are pretty good, Captain Billy said. Grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup, Sea King. Yes. Oh, man. We do have a lot of love bugs, Dave and Brandy, but they only come around normally one time a year.
I saw some today.
Well, it's a little early, but
yeah,
I did too.
You saw that one today that kept following us?
And some years we get 2 rounds of love bugs, but the love bugs don't bite you. They're not vectors for disease. They just smash all over your vehicle.
We started dating in love bug season.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. Did you know that? Like at the end of it?
I kind of remember a lot of love bugs around.
Yeah.
Yes, mosquitoes are terrible here in the summer, Stacy says. Yeah. I mean, I think mosquitoes have a role in the environment, but I'm not really a fan. Oh, you guys have love bugs in Charleston? I didn't know they were up that far north. I thought that was just a Florida thing. Huh. Interesting. Todd says no bugs in the winter, just cold, but lots of them in the summer. That's because they got to get all their bugginess done in that short window. So they got to like. Where our bugs, why am I saying bugs? Our insects can do their little insect things the whole year round. Very few times a year when it's too cold for a mosquito in Florida, in Central and South Florida. North Florida, probably a little bit. Blah, 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 blah.
Andy said, just had to Google love bugs too. A learning night for me.
What eats them? Is there a natural predator for love bugs? Jennifer, I don't know. And love bugs are weird because there's some, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like love bugs were like genetically modified by a university or something. They're like a weird thing. they're not. I don't think they're. I don't know. They're weird, but I would think that like bats might eat them, but there's just so many of them. Nothing is that hungry. That's the problem.
Armadillos and invertebrate predators, including earwigs, beetle larvae, and centipedes, have also been known to consume love bug larvae.
Oh, I was gonna say it's got to be the larva because they're not catching them when they're adults. But they probably think about this. It's not like love bugs just go extinct.
They have an acidic taste.
Oh, well, there you go. So they're in their larval stage more than they're in their adult stage.
Let's see.
Kevin counts. We get June bugs in June.
Love bug larvae and some adults are food for birds such as quail and robins.
Okay. All right. If you can get past the acidic taste.
Yeah. So maybe quail and robins don't care about the acidic taste.
Maybe they like it.
Maybe they like it.
They might.
They're acidic birds.
They're birds on acid. I don't know. That's kind of scary. A bird on acid. Birds don't need to do acid. That's for sure.
Natural predator for love bugs. The front end of a shoe.
Yes. I would be interested to see what the leading cause of death is for love bugs. Is it vehicles?
You want me to look it up?
No, you don't have to look it up. That might not be an easy statistic to find. It's probably not. There's probably more of them eaten in their larval stage by natural predators.
And who ate the love bugs to find out they have an acidic taste? Oh.
Yep. I don't know.
These are the conversations we have. Oh, look. Meg's thinking the same thing. This certainly has gone somewhere. All right. We should get off of here.
Unintentional cruise creature. Not really a cruise creature, but you could see them. What in the world are you doing, dog?
What is he doing?
I don't know. He's hungry for love bugs? I don't know what's happening. He's like trying to dig into the carpet.
But only like once, and then he stops, and then he does it again like once.
Stop. All right, yeah. We better go and find out what Reno needs, because apparently he needs something.
Todd said birds on acid sounds like an awesome name for a band. You know, I was kind of thinking that was a really good band name too.
Yep. That could be.
Meg, I would bring Reno onto the camera, but he's being a jerk and not coming to my side. Come here, Reno. Come here. Come here. Reno, come. Reno, here.
Is that Reno eats worms? Maybe Matt, he eats worms.
Reno, come here. Come here. Okay, well.
My mom says, remember the mosquitoes in the Everglades on our nighttime hike. Yeah, we went to the bottom of the Everglades, a place called Flamingo. And my mom and we were in a hotel that no longer exists, but a motel that no longer exists. But we went out on a night hike, and the mosquitoes during the middle of the day were like unbearable in this part of the Everglades. So we wore it was wintertime, so it was sort of chilly, like full long sleeves. I think we had gloves on. We had mosquito nets over our heads, and the mosquitoes were so loud that it was like impossible to stay out for very long. But we were out looking for alligators eye shine at night, which we saw, which was pretty cool. Reno 911.
You see, Larry said, Kimbra, I bet your Google search history is quite interesting. I'm sure it is too.
Oh, there you go. And Meg, whoops. Yeah. Down Under Cruisers coming on in just 4 minutes. So we are going to peace out of here in just a second. And let you guys head over there or get on with it, whatever you're going to do tonight. But thank you for hanging out with us this evening, and have a good rest of your week.
Yeah. I got Reno to say goodbye. He was drinking water, so his face is wet. All right. Bye.
Good night, everybody.